Okay, Helldivers, loads to go over today. After the most recent revelation on the update that we've just recently heard about, there is a lot to talk about. The community has been running around in circles talking about how this is all going to go. But we're going to give you guys a major order update, and then we're going to be making our way into probably the biggest and closest defense mission that we have ever had in Helldivers history. This is hilarious to say the least, but nonetheless, we're going to talk about everything you guys need to know today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your video games cheaper for PC and consoles with the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, all running up to 70% off. There are brand new releases, pre-orders in the midst, and you can get so much more. Link in the description. Get your games a little cheaper today. But starting off at the Galactic War table, we can see right here that we are on a decent move towards this major order, although we still have to hold everything till the major order actually expires. So this is going to be a 5-day major order whether we like it or not. But we have got 3 out of the 5 planets, with Darius 2 and Gakrux being the only 2 planets that we need to hold and then maintain. This should be quite an easy one, and I don't think this is going to be much of a problem unless they attack all 5 with defense operations. It's going to be a bit of a difficulty, but for the most part we are holding this one down very, very well. Everything seems quite safe with the Yalavar DSS construction site, and I'd like to keep it that way because I cannot wait for this thing to actually show its face. Although one thing that's really strange is if you head over there right now, it's not actually in any visible sight, which is extremely confusing. I don't know where it's disappeared to. Normally it's on the screen, but I can't see it absolutely anywhere. Anywho, moving forward from that, we have got to talk about a winning defense mission with minutes to spare. This has got to be the closest cut that we've ever had. We had a defense mission on Archer 3, and this was so damn close, it's ridiculous. It ran all the way down to 2 minutes before we managed to actually secure this one, and with the tightest calling on the planet, this has been a absolutely hilarious one to watch. This one has been absolutely incredible, and I want to know in the comment section if you guys had anything to do with it. Let me know if you partook in the Archer 3 defense operation at all at any point, because we all need to give you guys a massive salute. And with the biggest revelation right now is that the new update is going to be coming on Tuesday. This is a huge topic for a lot of people, and everybody seems to be talking about how it could impact the game and whether it's actually going to be enough at all. But we'll get into that part in just a moment. Somebody put up a post with 1.9 thousand upvotes stating, since recoilless is getting programmable rounds, I feel like laser cannon and quasar cannon should become one weapon. I feel that since we're getting more functionality for the RR, we should just combine the features of the laser and the quasar into one weapon. So have a fire mode selection so that it can either fire in laser mode or projectile mode. This would make the weapon more versatile, since laser is kind of bad against heavier enemies, while quasar is really just sitting there waiting for heavy enemies some of the time. And while this is getting away from the title, I think laser weapons should be changed to be similar to the quasar. When laser weapons, including the sickle, overheat, it shouldn't force a reload, but should lock out the weapon until it gets cooled halfway. The reloads should just be there to enable continuous fire during bug breaches or a heavy patrol, and you're still punished for not managing heat from the lockout. Now, the likelihood of this happening is pretty damn slim. They're not going to combine weapons and make it so that you have less to choose from. I can't imagine that ever happening, but I do understand exactly where he's getting at with this one. This one could be a very, very good point to push, and I think that actually it opens up the main weaponry slots quite widely for the future. I think that we are hitting a weird stage right now. These updates and these patches are very, very good, and I absolutely love seeing these buffs come into play all of the time, and I'm loving where it is that they're taking the game. Although at the moment, the conversation about if it's going to be enough seems to be the biggest concept going. We've not had really brand new weapons or anything like that come in a decent amount, and we're having issues with obviously the longer period of each war bond actually coming out. So the latest war bond that we genuinely received seems to be, for me anyway, completed. The chemical agents has been done, and I've had that completed and sat on it for quite some time now. So I don't actually know what we're going to do for new weapons and how long it's going to be before we see a new one, although people are speculating that Liberty Day is going to be that next big push. I'm not too sure if this game is moving quick enough in a push forward for content-wise. What we could need is not only just a slow drip feed, but maybe like a big DLC push with like a load of content come in every so often, as well as the drip feed stuff. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but it does get a little bit concerning as a lot of people have been talking about it most recently. That's not me saying that the game is dying, not on any stretch of the imagination. The game is doing really well with, just on Steam alone, a concurrent of around 40,000 on a 24-hour basis. It's really, really good, but is it going to be enough to push this game into the same structuring that it's going to have this time in a couple of months' time? I hope so. The 60-day plan should revert it back, and then we can start moving forward again, but I'm a little bit concerned that we may be losing a bit of traction with this game that may not give us everything that we want coming from it. Now, one thing that everyone was talking about just recently is Halloween events. Now, unfortunately, the game has already been well and truly announced that they don't want to do in real life Halloween events or Christmas events or any sort of seasonal event that doesn't really push for the in-game narrative, which is why we've got Liberty Day coming up. But Halloween isn't going to be something that you guys are going to be able to partake in. So maybe bring your Helldivers Halloween event to you. Just like this guy right here that says, calling in an eagle, lol, happy Halloween, and put up a pumpkin post where they cut out a very, very nice 500k. This is hilarious, but I do think that it's something that you guys can really start leaning into, because a lot of people are really starting to do that. We've got actual codes on the back of cars now. It's hilarious. But anywho, did you ever wonder what happened to that recruit and what they're doing? Yep, so did I. This post actually gained 500,000 upvotes. It's hilarious. But it says, did they die? If so, was it glorious or a dumb death, or are they kicking ass even now? Ascended to the likes of John Helldiver and General Brash. We'll never know what happened to the recruit, although based on his response right here, I can't imagine that he made it very far whatsoever, but we'll have to wait and see. You never know, the story may come up about him one day. And the most humble message that we have seen for a little while. We used to love seeing loads of these, and these used to come up by the handfuls, but unfortunately right now the humble moves hasn't happened all too often. But this message right here says, always make sure to cheer up your fellow Helldiver if he's feeling down. Iron Block states, not gonna lie, I don't think I helped with any of the primary objectives. And Sunny Plays says, you were the motivation we needed to get the mission done, Iron. I absolutely love that, and you guys have always been a community that have pushed forward for each other, and that's something that I actually love. We did lose sight for a little while, but it's nice to know that we're back, and we're back pushing as a team, which is probably the biggest thing. And moving into your top comments, these ones are some funny ones, to say the least, but we've got a speculation coming from one of you guys, as the message states, why do I get the feeling that the quarantine zone for Akmar 4 is going to make us Helldivers some problems in the future? I mean, we all know what the plan was with the TCS, and this one infinitely backfired. Now, this is true. This happens quite a lot inside of the game, and they deny it to the high hilts, even though we know something is coming. So what will these quarantine zones do? We'll have to wait and see. Let me know your ideas in the comment section. But moving into the next one, this states, I have over 800 hours in-game at level 145, and it is therapy as I'm a disabled army veteran. I do occasionally go outside to touch some grass, though. Keep diving. I absolutely love this, and I'm so glad that the game can bring some positive moves for people all across the globe. So hopefully this one works well for a lot of you guys as the way it does for this guy. Thank you very much for your service, Diver, and thank you again for your service in life. Moving forward, we have another message right here that states, wow, a facility where dangerous creatures are only just kept in check by electric fences. Great idea. Maybe we could turn it into a theme. Hey, wait, I've seen this one before. I'm not going to get into that one, but apparently a few of you guys quite liked it. But we're not going to expel on that one, so yeah. Next, thank you so much again for watching. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe, post notifications turned on. I appreciate you guys so damn much. But as always, until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.